It's Mike, NoStressMike.com. I was just sitting here and I'm thinking, I've got myself into something here now. It's going to be another adventure. I mentioned I was going to Thailand. I'm getting things ready now. My passport, I've got probably about 7 months left on my passport. I'm getting a new passport now, so I'll be ready to go off and go out and do things. And what's held me back this year was I knew my passport was going to be up next year, and so I had to watch the time. I knew I could only be gone so long, but once I get my new passport, now I'm open for another 10 years. And but the thing is, now I'm looking at touring the Orient, and gotta remember, things don't ever work out the way I think they're going to work out. I wasn't planning on covering as much area as I'm getting ready to cover now. I mentioned I met 3 old Chinamen, and I got an offer as a travel companion, and he's experienced in the Orient, but he would like more experience, but he's got his limitations. And he saw my Hoi Chi. I did some Hoi Chi on him. He couldn't believe that I got the results that I did. And he's been hearing stories about me, and now he invited me to go on this journey with him. So I'm going to be doing it, and so I'm already preparing anyway. I just didn't know what I was preparing for. Now as the time gets closer, I'll get more details in it, but what I will be doing, like I say, I'm going to be going all over the Orient. And what I do, the Hoi Chi is the main thing that I push when I travel and I meet people. I don't push my violent stuff that I do. And so there's a reason for it. And like I say, so now what I'm going to have to be doing, I've figured out how to do it in this hemisphere, the Western Hemisphere. I can, in cold, not knowing anybody, in a short amount of time, I make friends really quick. And I find things, opportunities of all types. And it's hard. What I do is very, very difficult. People can do it. People do it all the time. But I do it as a habit. All the time I do it. Most people, they stumble on an opportunity, they take the opportunity, and they're like that all their life. Whatever they get themselves into, they pretty much stay there. Now I do things a little different. I get bored. You remember I told you I'm kind of hyper. So I get myself into things, and then it kind of snowballs into other things. And so I'm going to have to learn how to use first impressions, how to make cold calls, like people, you hear talk about cold calls, very difficult. And I'm going to be doing it now in the Orient. And I'm going to have to be dealing with all kinds of weird people. And it's funny, I catch hell because I don't speak the language in a lot of these places that I go. Well, now it's going to be even worse, because now I'm going to be hitting all kinds of different languages and all kinds of different cultures, and it's going to be wild. And I'm going to be gone for quite some time. And yes, I'm looking for a woman. and it varies. The kind of woman I get is going to dictate what's going to happen after I find her. The kind of woman, if I'm going to be homebound, I'll be homebound. I got to find a place where I can be comfortable being homebound. And then, like I say, if it's another kind of woman that wants to explore and do things, that's going to be another thing. So in other words, I'm just starting on doing this stuff. So a lot of it just kind of depends on the woman thing. And so I'm just going to keep going around until I find the woman that sees the jewel in me. And then I will adjust to her. And so, but it's going to foreign countries and making impressions, looking for career opportunities, helping others start business opportunities and stuff like that. It's not easy, and it's even harder in foreign countries and all this kind of stuff. But this is, I've worked my way up to this. It's not anything that just, boy, I'm just going to go do it. I've got a lot of practice in different fields and different stuff, and it's all coming together more and more all the time. We need to, that's why I tell people to focus on skills. Learn things, do things. Don't just sit in front of the TV. Get out and meet people, and I don't care what it is that you're doing. Like I say, I can't even, I just can't believe all the people that I meet from all the scales, social skills, social levels that they're at. Their abilities, you know, their skill levels, their financial, you know, I mean, it's just all over the board. And and I'm going to keep pushing it even more. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I'm still thinking on it. I thought I was going to go to the Caribbean there for a while and go learn how to sail down there. The sailing to me is the trick, and then I can start going country to country. But man, I hate that. But it looks like I'm gonna have to learn that in the Orient, and so I'm gonna have to learn all this in a foreign language, and so it's going to be a strange thing. But the thing is, I am not shy when it comes to opportunities. And I know an opportunity for one person doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be an opportunity for someone else. And that's what you need to be aware of. You just be looking to find things that could be an opportunity for you, or an opportunity to get somebody else, help somebody else. Because everything I do is all based on helping others. And when I help others, man, they start throwing all kinds of stuff at me, and I say a lot of times I get overwhelmed with all the opportunities that are thrown at me, and but I say, since I'm single and I have nothing, I can go for long periods of time, and I can do all kinds of weird stuff. And so you need to be aware of your skills, your skill levels. If you are into something in particular that has a lot of equipment and tools and stuff that you need, then what you're looking for will be something different. And so, but you always need to be open. Always be open to what's out there. No telling what is going to turn into an opportunity. I mean, right before your very eyes. Like I say, when I've owned restaurants, you know, I couldn't leave my restaurant and stuff like that, but it's just a different thing now. And like I say, when I was talking to these three old Chinamen, they all got the money behind them, and like I say, I'm not well-to-do, especially compared to a lot of people. And so they were just amazed. And like I say, so then they started throwing things at me. And I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to see what I can get into. I'm going to see where all this leads. I still need to get back and talk to the people whose opinions I trust, and they mean a lot to me. And like I say, I got a lot going on now. I got to be thinking. I got to figure out what it is I'm going to do. Hopefully, my electronic stuff. I'm getting my electronic stuff down more simple and stuff like that. But it's all coming together. I just need to get my marbles all lined up and figure out how it's going to work. And that's basically what you need to be doing. Get your marbles lined up and be aware of what's around you and be willing to help others. When you help them, they're going to help you. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.